Hi, this is Jace Gordon October Live here for the Offer Appreciation video. Today is Frank Herbert's 103rd birthday today. He was born on October 8th, 1920 and passed away at the age of 65 on February 11th, 1986. He is best known for the Dune trilogy, which is a very well-known science fiction epic series, and many other books as well. So I'm going to start with the books that I own of Frank Herbert, some of the ones I read and some of the ones I haven't read yet. All right, first I'll start with the solo books first. Okay, starting with this one, the Santaroga Barrier. It's a really cool cover and a close-up image on the back. This is from Torg. And this edition is from September 2002. It was originally published by Berkeley in October of 1968. This is like a urban fantasy novel about a kind of like the main character discovers this town and wants to enter it, but they don't welcome outsiders, so he wants to know what's going on. So this sounds really interesting. Look forward to checking this book out. Okay, next up, The God Makers. That's a really cool cover. It's kind of like a hardcover almost, but like a mini hardcover book. This is from Berkeley, and this was first published by G.P. Puma and Sons in 1972. Let's see. It was then published by Berkeley in September of 1978. This edition is the 13th printing from April of 1982. This one. I'm actually honest. I'm not sure what this one's about, but I look forward to checking this book out. Okay, this one I read a very long time ago. Destination Void. That's a really cool cover. All right. This is from Berkeley. And this was first published in June 1966. Revisited Berkeley edition, December 1978. 18th printing, December 82. From what I remember, this story follows three characters as they're on this ship and they're being told by someone to build this machine, which they don't know what it is they're making, and then they discover that they're making a sentient machine that can think for itself, so like an AI essentially. And I don't remember what else happens in this book. I read this book a long time ago. It was really good. I tried the sequel and I didn't get far in it, so I'll have to give that book a try, see if it's any good or not. Okay, next, The Heaven Makers. It's a neat cover. Alright, this is from Del Rey, and this was first published by Bandolin on March 1977. This edition is April of 1982. I think this, from the synopsis, sounds like humans discovered that their creators are aliens and stuff, and they're controlling everything, so this sounds interesting. Okay, and one collection I got, the collection stories of Frank Herbert. It's really nice. This is from Torg, and this is from 2014, and this has a lot of short stories, which I'll have to get around and read, as I have not read any short fiction by Frank Herbert, and it's got the years too when they were published in, so that's really neat. Definitely look forward to reading this. Alright, now on to the series that Frank Herbert is very well known for, the Dune series. And speaking of Dune, I've found out, unfortunately, that the Dune Part 2 sequel has been pushed back to March of next year, so it's not coming out in November that was originally planned because of the writer's strike, which is now finally over. But because of that writer's strike, it now pushed Dune Part 2 to next year, so I have to wait until March to see the second part of the new Dune movie, which I really enjoyed the first one. So while I'm waiting for March to come around, and so I can see Dune Part Two, I'll be reading the other Dune books in the series. Decided to do this that way. This can keep me occupied when waiting for Dune Part Two to come out. But anyway, here are the Dune books I own. Start with the first one. This is a really nice edition. I really like the cover of it too. All right. This is from Ace Books. And this is from 1965, I'm going to say. Later, I'm not sure. This is a really excellent book. I read this and I really enjoy it. And I have two other editions of, well, three editions of Dune. This is the special 25th anniversary edition. This is from Ace Books. And this edition is from September of 1990. Okay, and this is the third edition of Dune I own. I really like the cover because basically it's the like the people running across the desert, and you see the outline of the sandworm. I really like that. This one's also from Ace, and this is a regular edition of Dune. I think this was I'm not sure what year this edition is. I'm not sure. Okay, there's that. Alright, and I don't have the sequel Dune Messiah because that was a terrible book, so I'm hoping that the other Dune books will be a lot better. I know, one thing about me with a series that if I don't like a particular book in the series, I don't hang on to it unless I have to own it. So, Dune Messiah, I just skip it. It never happened. But anyway, here's the third book, Children of Dune. This is from Ace Books, and this was first published by Berkeley in 1981. 31st printing March 1986. This Ace edition is 1987, so this is the sequel after Messiah of Dune, and this one I've heard is actually, it's a lot better than the other one because John Campbell, who gave the award for the first Dune book, he absolutely hated the sequel, and Frank Herbert decided to make up for it with a much better book, so I'm hoping this one is a lot better. And this is another edition I got of Children of Dune. This is a British edition, and this is from Victor Glask, and this was published in 2003. Okay, next, God Emperor of Dune. Alright. This is from Berkeley, and this was first published by G.P. Puma & Sons in May 1981. Berkeley Trade Paperback Edition, April of 1982. This edition is from May 1983. Another book in the Dune series, which I'm hoping will be really good. Okay, and this is the one hardcover edition I got of Heretics of Dune. That's a really neat cover, and then the back just has Frank Herbert on the back. This is from G.B. Puma & Sons, and this is from 1984, I'm going to say? Yeah, 1984. And then the last book, that was Frank Herbert's last book he wrote, Chapter House. Yeah, Chapter House Dune. This is from Ace, and it was first published by G.B. Puma & Sons on April 1985. This Berkeley edition, Berkeley paperback edition, October 86. This Ace edition is from July 1987. So this was the last book Frank Herbert wrote after his death, and then his son and then another author have continued the Dune series, which I have not included because this video is about Frank Herbert, not the other authors who wrote the Dune books. If I end up I also plan doing a prequel Dune series as well. I got that planned out, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading the Dune books in the later Dune books in the series, and hopefully they'll be a lot better than that Messiah book. Um, there was one Frank Herbert book I had years ago, and I wish I held on to it. I have to get it back. It was actually his first book he wrote, and then after his first book, then he wrote Dune, which was Dragon of the Sea, which was it was a very interesting and different book. I wish I held on to it. I don't know why. I think I discarded it because I thought it was okay. It didn't really interest me, and I should have held on to it. But I'll eventually get my hands on a copy again of that book and then review it on the channel. Alright, if that's it for the video today, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're a fan of Frank Herbert, let me know what books of his you read and liked, and I'll definitely be reviewing these other Frank Herbert books, on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to October Library, the YouTube channel, and the Facebook group of the same name. A place to post and review fiction. Until then, I'll catch you later.